I'm in pain now. I have the worst stitch in my side. I'm shaking. I'm sweating. I've just been to the post office to send a couple of lettres suivies that's cheaper than lettres recommandées. And they have these trainees there now who are supposed to give you guidance. And I said to one, I have to send a lettre suivie. But I didn't show my handicap card to him. So it's not really his fault. But lettre suivie, you know, he didn't help me. He didn't get the envelopes for me. He just like, okay, go stand in line. So I take out my handicap card and I hold it up, you know. I don't say anything to anybody. I don't like to insist. I've given up because the last time I asked them myself, can I cut in line, I get a lot of BS from the people in the line as well as from the employees. And I just don't feel up to that, you know. A woman should just stand there and hold her card up, and everybody in the line saw that I had it. Nobody cared. But then a female employee saw that I had it. She didn't care. The clerk, a male employee, saw that I had it. He didn't care. And then the female employee says, what are you here to do? And I'm still holding the card. She sees it. And I said, I want to send a couple of lettres suivies. She said, do you have the envelopes? I said, no. She said, oh, well, then you're obligated to stand in the line. But she could see I have the handicap card. She was free. She could have gone to get the envelopes for me. She should have. I found out later. And then the guy, the clerk, he didn't even know what that was. And he said, lettre recommandée, that's a registered letter. I said, no, lettre suivie, it's a rather new thing that they've started here now. It costs a lot less than registered mail. You know, like a registered letter is like $10, and a lettre with just being scanned and tracked, it's under $5. So I said to him as politely as I could and as quietly as I could, it's not for me to explain to you what this product is. Stop trying to sell me a couple of registered letters. I don't have very much money. And there's this other product called lettre suivie, and, you know, I want to do that. He didn't know what it was. And then this other female employee says, well, she knows very well what it is. And I said, no, it's actually rather new. And he said, well, it's been going on for some time. I said, it's been going on just for a few months. And I turned to him again and I said, but anyway, okay, great. I know that this exists, but you work here and you don't even know that it exists. I have to, this car just almost backed into this woman. You know, and then as I was leaving, I talked to the trainee and I said, no, I didn't show you my handicap card. But I said what I wanted to do, that I had to mail a couple of lettres suivies, and you have to get them done before 4 o'clock. Now, otherwise, they don't go out that day. Now, they lost some sort of registered letter to me recently. I believe it was from my lawyer, and it was all my original documents about my problems last year. I don't know. It's gone. It's lost. They gave me a little piece of paper saying it's lost. And I said to the lawyer, did you send it registered mail? And maybe she didn't even do that. So I complained to the bâtonnier about her, and she just let me fall. These subsidized lawyers are terrible. You know, for 6 months she made me collect all this stuff and do like 100 photocopies at 10 euro cents a page. And then she just said, no, I can't work with you. So I complained about her, and she sent me back my dossier. And then I complained about her, and I sent it back, and I said, no. I did everything you asked. If you're not going to do it for me, you're going to find somebody else who will. And then I had to complain for like months, send it back to me. Then I think she may have just sent it non-registered mail, so it's lost. This other thing, the registered letter they lost recently, I don't know what it was. And with Bruce David Thorpe, we sent a postal mandate back in October. That is completely lost. A couple of weeks ago, I filled out a complaint form. Again, I had to stand in line. And the company Yuko Corporation in the United States for a mini candle lantern, which I really need here, it's very cold, to replace one that Bruce broke. It's never come. No answer from anybody. None. Zero. I'm just, as you can tell, I'm really fed up. I guess post offices in most places aren't much fun. Out in the country in France, they're not too bad, but these in Saint-Denis are pretty terrible. And this one here at great expense, it's all like modernized inside. But everybody in line was complaining. The service is just worse and worse and worse and worse. And these are not even civil servants anymore. They're just giving these people these short-term contracts for up to like 1 day at a time, renewing all the paperwork every day. They don't want to give anybody a work contract here anymore in France.